Competing against the small guy. Coach Carroll here, coming to you with a video today for you medium-sized business owners and entrepreneurs out there, competing against the guys that fly under the radar. All right, so Gerard from New Jersey asked, how do I compete against the small guys or the guys flying under the radar? And we're going to break this down into 4 steps. Number 1 is going to be first impression. 2 is you got to be a marketing maniac. 3 is chivalry in business. And then 4th is my FTP program, the Forever Touch program. So let's talk about number 1, first impressions. First and foremost, you've got to make sure that when you have that first meeting, that first face-to-face, is that you're wearing one of these and you're on point. There's no difference if you're selling insurance, if you're selling home services, or if you're selling taking out the garbage. A first impression is a first impression no matter what. And it really, really dives right into image. What is the perceived image of the company, of the salesperson, and of the product? So write those 3 down. What is the perceived image of the company, of the salesperson, and of the product? Because without having this awesome image, they're automatically just going to associate you with everyone else. So, I know Gerard, you do power washing there in New Jersey. So if you start showing up, if you're not doing it already, in a shirt and tie with a awesome business card, which we're going to talk about here in a second, it's really going to create this first impression that, wow, you're the professional. You have got to be the guy I go with because you're the most impressive out of everyone. And then the second part with the first impression is, are you sending out the success book? Now, the success book is something that I've come up with, and it has a lot of quotes from Brian Tracy, John C. Maxwell, we've got Napoleon Hill. There's all kinds of people in here. And what happens is they get this, and on the inside there's a dedication. So in the dedication, you write to the customer's name, from you, and you can even put a nice little message here on the inside cover. And when they get this, make sure that you've got your business card placed in here somewhere. This is another thing that will set you apart from the competition because I guarantee you no one else is sending this success book out. Okay, so once we have the first impression down, now in today's business realm, we have to be marketing maniacs. And this is everything from your business cards to your marketing material that you send out to your website. I mean, everything has to be on point if you want to dominate in your marketing. So let me talk about business cards real quick. I like to use these oversized business cards. One's for asking for referrals, and then the other one's just a business card. Make sure there's a couple things that you have to make sure that's on these. We want to make sure there's testimonials on the back. Give us a little bit of teaser of what you do. We want to, I'm big on Twitter. Make sure you follow me at DJ_Carroll. But, I want to make sure my Twitter handle's on here because this is my preferred method of communication. And then also on the front, I've got the social media icons. And you just want to make sure that overall it matches your brand image and that everything is really nice and neat and ties together. The other thing is business cards. And I'll show you one that you shouldn't do. One, I'll put it back here. I don't want to show you. I'll show you real quick. But the name is handwritten on the business card. Okay, if you can't spend $10 to have professional business cards printed, you really need to evaluate your marketing strategy. The other thing is it has a perforated edge. So it looks like they printed these out in tear sheets and tore them out themselves. I can tell you, if you take the time, the ink, the design, the trip going and buying these from whatever big box office supply store to print them out in sheets of yourself and tear them up, if you'll just take the time, go to gotprint.com. They by far have the best printing prices that I've found anywhere. Very nice, high glossy stuff. This is what not to do. Let me show you. I have a small business card. I very seldom use it. It mainly goes in the success book, but it's a matte finish, so it's really neat to the touch. Has my picture, social media, and the thing makes noise whenever you flick it. It's that thick. You can't really see it on the video. Actually, maybe if I peel this thing apart, yeah. If I split this apart, it's green. So this is a layered business card. And when this thing is put together, you can actually see the green edge around the outside of it. Very unique and very awesome. It's also recycled material, so helping the environment. So make sure your marketing material is on point. And then there's a couple other things. How are you going to get them to the customer, right? We've got to send them out through the mail. So you have to use really cool envelopes. We have blue ones, we've got green ones, black ones, orange ones. This is I use envelopesexpress.com. I buy all my envelopes from there. I don't have a reseller link or anything like that, so just Google Envelopes Express. And basically they'll have these packages that go on sale. So like this is like the Halloween package. It went on sale and I picked up a big box of these. And it's really neat because they'll have different sizes. They have some that are smaller that you could send the success books out in. But it's all about being super unique in your marketing. So everything from your marketing materials to your envelopes, make sure you're being a marketing maniac. All right, number 3, Chivalry in Business. And a lot of you are probably scratching your head right now and thinking, what the heck is he talking about? If you look on my YouTube channel, I've got a Google Hangout series with Andy Masters, and Andy and I kind of talked about this, and I brought this up in our meeting, or in our Google Hangout, is that chivalry in business is dead, just like it is in real life. I still open the door for my girlfriend when we go places on the car. It was commonplace back in the 50s and in the 40s, not so much now. Same thing with chivalry in business. It used to be commonplace to stop by and see your customers, to get face-to-face with them, to do something special for them that was completely out of the norm. You know, when I'm recording this video, it's February 3rd, so Valentine's Day is coming up. You know, sending Valentine's Day cards to your customers. Just do things that are out of the norm because that creates chivalry in business. You know, we're so inundated right now with technology and Twitter and Facebook and all this social media and emails. I read a study that the average business person gets over 200 emails a day. That's just atrocious. Like there's no way that anyone can keep up with that much. So it's very important about personal contact, okay? So make sure that you're calling on clients, you're stopping in, you're doing more than just trying to make the sale. And I know that kind of goes into customer service, but you will groom those clients to become huge referral sources. Make sure you're telling them to go to social media and talk about how great you are. Going to Facebook and writing a review, or going to Google and putting a review up. These are small things, and I know it's a lot, but that's what it takes to dominate your marketplace nowadays. It's not as simple as calling, making a sale, and never talking to the client again. It doesn't work. And then the other thing in chivalry in business is, are you that guy? And you know what I'm talking about. The guy that emails the bid. The guy that, you know, never calls and sees a client. The guy that has no customer relationships. The guy that, you know, made the hard close and the hard sell, but never followed up with the customer. Now, I'm all about being a closer, but you have to make sure that you follow up with that with proper business etiquette and make sure you stay in front of your customers. Okay, number 4 is FTP, the Forever Touch program. This is something that I teach in my coaching. It's a little big to be setting in a less than 10-minute YouTube video, but the Forever Touch program, in a nutshell, is a way to do email distribution to stay in front of customers even if they don't buy from you. So everyone's always heard the adage, TOMA, top of mind awareness. I changed that. I say in today's marketplace, it has to be top of mind attention. It's one thing to be aware of something. It means that it's out there, that you know about it, but you're not really looking at it. Attention means we're making the customer look at us and focus on us. That's what I need you doing. I need you to use this Forever Touch program, and I'm writing about it in my book, so when it comes out, Gerard, I'll be sure to send you a copy, buddy. But it's one of those things where you want to make sure that you're staying at the front attention of your customers. And the way to do that is a Forever Touch program, sending out automated messages over an extended period of time. Because if the customer doesn't buy from you now, they might buy from you later. We all know that. The other thing is cross-selling. They may not have known about a certain service that you perform or a certain product that you have. that they'll see in the emails later on down the road. I literally have had customers email me out of the blue and say, wow, DJ, I didn't realize Easy Pro did this. And all of a sudden, now we're over here and we're talking about doing a certain service that we never bid on to begin with. And we're selling jobs based on our FTP program. That's what really kind of kicked the idea into gear. And I said, I'm on to something here. We got to really polish this up. So let's run down those again. Number one, it's first impressions. Number two, you got to be a marketing maniac. Today's society and today's business culture, you got to make sure everything is tight, from envelopes to marketing material. Number three, chivalry in business. Be the guy that is, that opens the car door for the customer, so to speak. And number four is the Forever Touch program. So Gerard and everyone that's watching, I hope that helps you. That's 4 steps out of many that you could possibly do, but those are my top 4 recommendations on how to dominate your marketplace, not only compete against the small guys, but also compete against the big guys as well. So be unique, be awesome, and I hope this helps you out. Coach Carroll signing off. Talk to you guys soon.
Oh,